The freaking phone is interrupting me more and more in my narrations, I've noticed. Anyways, this is a battle against TML from Nitude, the Zat Nitude. Anyways, TML, does that stand for like too many lizards? Too much luck? Who knows? He's going to U-turn right off the start with his Jirachi. I don't know how you turn off a start, but I suppose anything is possible when you're holding a controller. Now he's going to bring out his Infernape, as my Alchemy is going to have to switch out, and I'm going to go out to Brave Song, because I feel like Arcanine with Flash Fire can take a Flamethrower, because it's not likely for him to have U-turn on 2 Pokemon. Now I'm going to go for the Extreme Speed, as he close combats, which, thankfully I live, and I probably would have taken a little better had I had Intimidate, but I probably would have died regardless if I had gotten hit by the Flamethrower and then the close combat. So now he brings out his Terrakion, because he's predicting the extreme speed. However, I do have close combat, but I guess that he's not exactly sure what... I don't know. He just probably guessed I would switch or something. I go for the close combat on this Rotom, and Rotom is going to get hit down to lower health, and I'm going to die from Life Orb Recoil, which sucks because Pokegen messed up the majority of the IVs on my team, so yeah, they're not hitting as hard as they should be, and they're not as fast as they should be. I'm going to go out to Your Beats because I'm just going to extreme speed this thing, and then he's going to bring Meganium, and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to have to try some alchemy here to get rid of this Meganium, hopefully. But I don't exactly know if that's going to happen or not. So now he's going to switch out to Conkeldurr, and here's where I started noticing the mistakes that Pokegen was making, because I go for Hidden Power Fire, and it ends up being Hidden Power Flying. Yeah, people talk about how much better Pokegen is over Pokesave, and I think it was like base 57 power or something, because, you know, you don't want base 70 power on anything, do ya? So I'm going to go for the Giga Drain for pointless reasons. I honestly don't know why. I guess I didn't want to switch for some reason, despite the fact that I had other Pokemon that I could go to probably take that better. I don't know, you tell me. Going to go out to my Soul now. And I've heard one-on-one most of the time a champ can beat Conkeldurr, but he's going to switch out. I guess he knows that, or just doesn't think a Mach Punch will do that much, and I'm going to go for the Dynamic Punch as he goes into his Meganium, which he was bragging about at the end of the match, and I'm like, well, I was using a bunch of UUs, and you'll see me bragging, but I don't really care about that. I mean, it's just a team. If it works, it works. I mean, come on. It's not like all Pokemon are inherently bad just because they're tearing, like some people seem to think. But he's going to Leech Seed me before I get my substitute up, because thanks to Pokegen, I did not have the speed I thought I had, so I didn't outspeed this Meganium. He's going to Body Slam my Skarmory on the Switch, the Crow Song. If you get these names, then congratulations. If you don't, then I don't blame you. He's going to Leech Seed, and he's going to obviously hit, because when I use Leech Seed, I usually miss a few times, but everybody else who uses against me, they hit it every single time. Now then, Meganium is just going to sit in here and just take hits and become full health again from everything that it's doing, because Meganium is just that difficult to play around. Jirachi is going to come back out, and I'm going to Whirlwind it away, for it is not worthy of Skarmory's presence, and I bring out the frickin' Meganium again. It's like I can't catch a break with this thing, and it's going to get back up to full health because of the Leech Seed, because everything in the world that can possibly go wrong goes wrong when I'm battling, or at least everything that I think can go wrong. So I'm going to outspeed the Meganium this turn as he goes for the counter, because counter works for the set, and it kills me off because I apparently did enough damage to it to do double the damage to me back, so I was did like 200 damage. Now I'm going to go back out to my song, and I'm going to go for the Hidden Power, what I thought was Ice, but it ended up not being Ice. I don't know what type it ended up being, but it's super effective against Meganium, so it's probably Fire, because it's not... No, it's not Fire, because if it was Fire, I would have used it in another match. It must have been Flying as well, because Pokegen is just so amazing. Anyways, gonna Volt Switch to my Soul again, as he synthesizes, because plants go through photosynthesis and they somehow heal themselves, despite the fact that in real life that is not exactly what works, or how it works, rather. So my Soul is just going to try and get some hacks here, but he's going to get some hacks on me and get the Paralyze, but thankfully I just get the Payback off. I don't know why I went for Payback. Dynamic Punch is as strong, if not stronger. No, it definitely is stronger, because I'm being stupid. Anyways, what else is new? My Soul is going to go for a substitute now. I was hoping that he would just go for the body slam again, but no, he goes for the freaking leech seed because I could have dodged that. Had I just gone for the substitute, I wouldn't be leech seeded right now, and he would have to break my sub, but no, I have to be stupid, because that's all I know how to do in this game. Going to get paralyzed here didn't really matter too much, because Veganium is just, I don't know, I think it looks really derpy in its 5th gen sprites, I don't know, they just don't know how to sprite it anymore. I know it's not an easy Pokemon to draw, but geez, it could look better than that. So I want to go for the Dynamic Punch, and I think no, not yet. Never mind, don't listen to me. I'm lying. Not quite yet, but I'm going to be lying in a second here. Lies are always good to tell, so long as they're not harmful. So what they call little white lies. So he's going to hit himself to confusion, and I'm going to get my Dynamic Punch off, and I'm going to get a crit, but the crit doesn't really matter because I know it's going to sound like Wild Chase here, but I had other pokes to take it. I mean, Banded Dragonite would obviously be able to take it out of that range unless he roosted somehow or something, which, well, he doesn't have Roostia Synthesis. He's going to go out to his Jirachi and just finish me off, because Jirachi just does that kind of thing. Now I'm going to go back out to my song, and I'm going to Hydro Pump this Jirachi. And Jirachi is going to go for the whole Hacks attack by body slamming and paralyzing me, because 60% chance, I think. I can't remember. Or is that Iron Head only? I don't know. He's going to try and paraflinch me to death because, you know, that's the cool thing to do, but I don't get paralyzed or flinched, so I'm going to rest up and get my Chesto Berry. And now I just got to hope that Hydro Pump will hit a few more times, or I can just get lucky with damage. He want to hit the Hydro Pump again, thankfully, and it's going to bring him down real low, but because I get min-max, I think it's going to do less, and I'm not going to be able to kill it this turn. He's going to get the Paralyze on me again, because that's just what Jirachi is built to do. He's going to try and paraflinch me, but I don't get paraflinched, which is incredibly rare, especially against Jirachi, especially twice in a row. So I'm going to Volt Switch now and finish it off and go back out to your beats. I mean, it's not my beats, it's your beats. It's my soul in your beats, jeez. Anywho, out comes the Infernape, and he goes for the Hidden Power Ice, and I thought he was going to try and bait me into going for the Earthquake by switching into Terrakion to take the extreme speed, but he doesn't. Now he's going to go out to his Conkeldurr, and I'm not sure why he goes for Mach Punch here. I mean, it's kind of unnecessary at this point. I mean, yeah, he does a little bit of damage to me, but honestly, in the long run, it's not going to matter too much, because he does have this Terrakion, which of course isn't going to miss his Stone Edge, because Stone Edge is only going to reliable when you use it, and thanks to that whole thing, I'm going to go back out to my song, and I'm not going to be able to take another hit. So, that was a good game, Too Many Lizards, or TML, or whatever you are. I don't exactly know what that stands for, but then again, I'm very bad at figuring out acronyms sometimes. Or is it acronyms?